Another day, another boat project. So we went out on the boat shortly after some heavy rains, and we tried to use our anchor windlass up there, which is a Lewmar. So we turned on the windlass and nothing. So I checked the main breaker, which is down here under the seat. Right there, it says windlass. Reset that. Still nothing. So I started poking around, checked all the circuit breakers and fuses onto here, just in case the switch, the remote, was hooked up to any of these accessory breakers. Nothing was tripped down there. So I started poking around the windlass. I didn't hear any clicks or any noise at all. So I opened up here, and I'm already in the middle of working on it. But this is a power switch also for the windlass. So this needs to be turned on for the windlass to operate. So that was on when I was trying it. But this is what the problem was. That is the solenoid that controls the power going to the windlass to make it go up and down. So this was mounted. You can see the screws that are all rusted. This was mounted underneath here. It's hard to see unless you stick your head in there. But playing around with this, I discovered water got inside this control box, and it was not working. So I was able to order a new solenoid, the exact same one, on Amazon for about 150 bucks. I'll leave the link. And we're going to be putting that in today, and that should solve our problem. So here's our replacement part. It's a Lewmar changeover contactor, 12 volts. It looks like they've redesigned it a little bit. The mounting screws looks a little more watertight. So I'm guessing they figured out this didn't work too well, but it's a Lewmar type DC66-46P. Right there. So should be a simple change out. It's got the lugs on top for the high current battery leads that actually power the windlass, and then it has the lugs on the side for the control switches. So we'll swap everything over, test it out. Here's the old one all wired up. These are the control wires. You can see they're doubled up because there's two different control stations. You have the foot pedals here, and then we have the switch that's up at the helm. So that's why you have double wires. It looks a little confusing, but they're all on one lug. Well, there's two on one lug there, two on one lug there, two on one lug there. You have the positive cable red on this side, the negative on this side, and then these two leads are what go over to the actual windlass. So what this solenoid contactor does is it reverses the current. So the windlass, when it is powered, say positive on this wire, negative on this wire, it spins one direction, and then the contactor, when you hit the button the other way, it reverses the current, and the motor spins in the opposite direction. So that's basically how it works. So when I took this out, I tapped it with a mallet a couple times. I was able to get it to go down, but not up. So I opened it up inside there. See that red gasket between the two pieces, and it was all wet in there. So the contacts got corroded, like it got rusted here, or the bracket. So the hardest part about this is going to be mounting this back up inside underneath here. So it mounts over there. So otherwise I'm going to wire it when I have access to it right here. Okay, we got everything wired up to the new solenoid. Let's get the old one pulled out. See, it's a little bit different. Now we're going to test it out, make sure nothing's shorted out, that we've got wired up correctly. Let's see, this is the up button. Let's see how it goes. It should spin clockwise, and it spins counterclockwise. The other one. All right, so the wires are reversed. I just got to reverse those two wires. All right, so we reverse those wires. And now let's see, the up arrow. That's working. The down arrow. Very good. All right, let's remount the solenoid and do some final checks. Okay, we're all wired up. New solenoid is mounted. Power on. Let's see how it works. Down. All right. We'll just check and make sure the switch up here on the dash works. So that's it, change out on the solenoid. So now I just got to clean it up and get ready for the next raft up. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.